Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this high school football video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, and all of our coverage of Long Beach Poly this year are brought to you by Jayon Brown and Playfair Sports Management.
It's nothing says high school football like walkthroughs in a conference room, Mike. We're on the road with Long Beach Poly up in SenCal. The Jackrabbits went on a 4-hour bus trip up north for their season opener in Clovis. But fan me off, it's hot, hot, hot.
Jackrabbits taking on the Cougars. Tyler, very highly anticipated season for Poly. The stars are out for the Jackrabbits. Dalen Austin and Dylan Williams lead the defense. They want all the smoke. Those guys are headed to LSU and USC respectively. On offense, Jackrabbits have Devin Samples back behind a veteran O-line. And then we're all very excited for the big-time debut here of QB1, the junior Darius Curry, who would have a big night.
But seriously, it was trucking hot.
It was so mother trucking hot. It was 102 degrees at kickoff.
First test for Stephen Barbie and the Jackrabbits, defending CIF champions. They won a state championship this season. The Cougars, meanwhile, they never miss Flag Day. And they've been selling wolf tickets leading up to this game, Mike. Doing some talking on social media. Here's their chance to back it up. But the first play, Dylan Williams introduces himself disrespectfully in the backfield.
Yeah, the deuce flushes you on that play, Tyler. And then later in the drive, Dom Lolosio, the Arizona commit, tips it, and it's going to fall into the arms of Noodles Kaysen. Josh Kaysen, the interception. He was fired up. Nice way to start the game for the Jackrabbits defense.
Yeah, and a pretty good place to start your first drive of the year at the opponent's one. Despite some issues on the snap, Devin Sample's going to force his way in for the touchdown. It's not a pretty highlight, but it's worth 6 points. The Jackrabbits will take it, and they're up 7-0 a little over 2 minutes into the ballgame.
And then if Clovis doesn't figure out a way to block D. Will, it's going to be a long night, Tyler. And spoiler alert, it was indeed a long night.
Yeah, but a good night for two. You'll see more of him in this video for sure. Next drive, Curry to his new weapon, Jordan Malaulu. He's going to get knocked out of bounds and set up a 4th and short for the Jackrabbits. No trouble there. They're going to lean on that offensive line and Samples to pick that up. Dewey picked up 2 4th down conversions on this drive. And this quick screen again to Malaulu with some yards after catch, but he's going to get shoved out of bounds just before getting to the pylon. That's going to set up another short TD plunge. This time, Karan Green in for 6. Another short touchdown. When are we going to get some cool clips, Mike?
Jackrabbits up 14-0, and there's a cool clip for you. D. Will on the kickoff. Yeah, he's a problem, and then he's going to meet Phoenix Tusa at the quarterback. That could not have felt good.
Yeah, my quarterback don't jiggle. He folds, and that definitely was not pretty. Next drive, Curry with tons of time to throw. He's going to find Raiden Turnaround Brown off a little hezzy, gets into the end zone for his first Poly touchdown. It's 21-0 Jackrabbits before the sun has set.
Beautiful setting with the sun going down there. Curry really doing a nice job of spreading the ball around. He hits the USC commit, Jason Robinson, for a nice gain. And then if you're going to give him that much space, this is what's going to happen. Giving him that much space is like handing the mugger a knife. He's just going to take the weapon and carve you up. I don't know what to tell you. He says, I'm just like that.
He's that guy, pal. Poly also had a terrific screen game tonight. Credit to Curry for executing it. He's going to drop one off to Samples, who will house it for his second touchdown of the evening. 28-0 Poly. Less than 2 minutes into the second quarter, they are rolling.
Clovis decided to run away from D. Will, but the Arizona commit Dom Lolosio is waiting over there. It's a tough like, and yet a lot of laughs tonight for D-Block. They had Clovis in negative yardage after 3 quarters.
And now the only portion of the game that didn't go Poly's way. Curry going to hit Luke Buggs for a touchdown as he withstands the hit. Unfortunately for Poly, that would be called back due to a penalty. And that's going to be a bit of a theme here in these next few clips. Later in the drive, Curry going to find Jaden Robinson halfway down the 5 freeway by himself. But again, a flag is going to negate it. These were big plays wiped off the board.
Then when Clovis has the ball, it looked like Jalen Miller has an interception, but a penalty flag will keep it with the Cougars.
Yeah, I saw that one fly in.
Yeah, this is also a drive that was extended on a muff punt. So they're moving down the field, Clovis, despite not having any positive yardage on offense. Some trickery. Looks like an easy interception from Dalen Austin. But up in Clovis, that is apparently a pass interference and another big play wiped off. Really an interesting call there. But they will hang on to the ball and move down to the goal line.
Yeah, via penalty, Clovis getting right on the doorstep. This is the only positive play from scrimmage on the drive, a 5-yard touchdown pass to get the Cougars on the board before halftime. It's 28-7 at the break, but Poly came out of halftime gunning. Curry over the top to J-Rob, 64 yards to the house. A pretty nice night for that USC commit. 6 catches, 114 yards, and that's up.
We knew the repo man would have to collect. It doesn't matter where or when. He's going to do it eventually. That linebacking core looked great tonight, as we sort of have expected them to. A very deep group right there. And then Curry again showing off the arm strength. This time he's hitting Charles Clinton for the score. And the Rabbits just pouring it on at this point. Came out very focused and crisp in this second half.
Yeah, they had a kind of a point to prove, and maybe that last drive kind of annoyed them. I guess the only thing that, we could really see is another special teams highlight. Well, here comes 8-ball corner pocket. Dalen Austin around the edge, and he could go all the way.
This is going to put Poly at 49-7. He said a Clovis coach was actually kind of talking crap to him earlier in the first half. Obviously took that kind of personally, understandable. He had some trouble fielding punts in the first half, but showed just how talented he is. If he fields it cleanly, he's a threat to be gone.
Darius Curry, a tremendous night, 23 of 30 for 363 yards and 4 touchdowns. That was nearly number 5 to Jaden Robinson, who comes up inches short of the touchdown. That's going to allow the Green Machine to cash in his second score of the night and cap the scoring. All in all, a pretty fun trip for the Jackrabbits as they took care of business. 56-7 is your final score from Clovis.
Fun trip for Poly up to Clovis. Safe to say everyone's a lot more excited for next week's game. They will be hosting Sarah at Betts in a televised game. That's going to be a fun one.
We want to thank all of our sponsors, including Ocean Law Center, for their support of local sports coverage. If you want to keep up with these Jackrabbits and all other Long Beach football games, you got to keep it locked right here at the562.org.